What's up, guys, and welcome back to the ProDota National Cup here on the ProDota English channel here on HeflaTV. I'm Mikelorus, going to be your caster for this second, maybe last game from the loser bracket finals. As it stands right now, Team Romania with one game lead over Team Turkey after an absolute slugfest of a game one. It was pretty close. Definitely could have gone either way. Turkey's pushing did take them most of the way, but unfortunately their initiations weren't quite on point, and if you're bat riding and you can't initiate, you're going to be in for a little bit of trouble, and Team Romania were able to withstand that and turn things around in the end for a win. Winner of this goes on to grand finals to face up against Russia. Loser is out. We'll see what these teams are going to grab this time. I do feel like it was kind of a shortage of bat rider plays from Turkey in the last game. Not only like when it absolutely mattered, they were pushing up high ground and Batrider got picked off or whatever, but once he got his Blink Dagger, he just didn't really do that much with it. And Team Romania were playing very well around that Batrider. They didn't really delay his Blink Dagger that much. He was up against the Queen of Pain Batrider, and that wasn't really a great matchup, so I guess they kind of did, but not really the most. Just solid plays from Romania overall on Team Turkey. They had a solid game plan, but it fell apart, I think, a little bit too soon. If they were able to get the initiations, they would have had more items on the Death Prophet, probably would have done a little bit better. But either way, clean slate, and we'll see what Team Romania want to grab first. Bane was their first pick last game. I don't see a reason why it shouldn't be the same this game. Enchantress and Chen are going to be banned out by Turkey, plus Lone Druid. Man, I liked last patch, guys. I gotta say, I like that one a lot with the Doom and the Shadow Fiends and whatnot. But, yeah, we're in a different environment. And for Team Romania, what is it going to be? Just got to make sure that no one's saying anything. So it's a Nature's Prophet. Interesting opening from them, to say the least. It was banned out second phase, I want to say, in the last game. Lots of people see Nature's Prophet and they just are like, oh, pushing. And yeah, Nature's Prophet does do that really well. He is one of the better heroes at doing that. Especially once you get your Ags on Wrath of Nature, things get pretty silly as far as your rat potential. But just being able to join fights early on with teleport does have a lot of value. So Turkey will have to watch out, especially if Romania play things at all aggressively in their laning stage, which they did last game. Having a Nature's Prophet who could teleport in, make it a 4v2 or something like that, there's a lot of value to be had, although Nature's Prophet does have his weaknesses. Even though he is the definition of a rat hero, pretty much. Being up against a Bat Rider and Invoker as the opening for Team Turkey, because Nature's Prophet can only rat so well. Wex and Ghostwalk on Invoker, he has all of the means in the world of canceling a Nature's Prophet TP, and he'll have great ways of scouting him, finding with Tornado, stuff like that. Batrider with Firefly is fantastic up against Nature's Prophet for very similar reasons. Nature's Prophet rat potential is going to not be the cleanest in this game, and that is the downside of picking up this hero first. Yeah, it is still going to keep, at least for a little while, Turkey on their side of the map. And we'll see what Team Romania want to do with that space that's being provided just by having a Nature's Prophet once they get to that mid-late game stage. I severely doubt that Nature's Prophet is going to be a straight-up push end by 20-minute hero. He's not the worst at doing that. With the Bane pickup, it doesn't seem like they're going to go super hard into that department. Usually you want to have like a Chen Enchantress type hero with that, and Nature's Prophet is a fine addition to that. But you really want to have some sort of tanky hero, tanky creeps, more so than the tiny creeps that are always running around. Because you could kill the tiny creeps with, pretty much anything, really. It's not that difficult. So it does look like maybe we're going to see Team Romania gear up once again for an offensive lane. Nature's Prophet versus Batrider is a lot better for the Batrider than versus the Queen of Pain, which Bat will not have a good time with. Versus Nature's Prophet, Batrider may even want to grab an early point in Flame Break. Yeah. Just to cancel that TP in. That may save his bottom lane, who knows. Or his top lane, I guess, in this situation. The sides are swapped. Yeah, it may slow him down, but who knows? It might be worth it. But the initiation power of Turkey is, in theory, super high right now. Romania, their pickoff is decent, but their ability to catch heroes off guard pales in comparison to that of Turkey. And again, Turkey do have to be scared about being pushed right now. Are they scared of a Juggernaut Bane once again? They handled him pretty well last time, but I'm not sure if they can rely on that to work every single time. Bane sets up for any number of heroes, really. It could just be that random support pick, a support Lina, for instance. Team Romania, they will probably look to play a very Broodmother-esque role with this Nature's Prophet. Just keep him doing his own thing and occasionally join those fights. But for the most part, you want to have the rest of the 4 heroes powerful enough to do their own thing without needing a 5th. Oracle going to be banned out. I don't think there's an Earth Spirit player in this game. I personally still think the Earth Spirit isn't that strong. I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. But once I make a decision about a hero, I need to see him a lot of times in order to have that opinion changed. I know that's probably bad, but I'm not impressed with Earth Spirit's kit. And yeah, I know you disagree, and I know I'm probably wrong, but I'm not going to change my opinion because that's just how I am. So screw you guys. But Turkey are going to grab the Juggernaut instead of banning it out. They instead take out the Undying. Would have emulated the last tri-lane for Romania. So it's definitely not going to be the same thing for them. In fact, it may just be so different that Nature's Prophet might just go towards the offlane. In which case, you'll have a pretty decent time. Versus Juggernaut, yeah, he's not going to survive all the time. But being able to manage the lane with the Nature's Call, as long as you're at all competent with that micro, then you should be good to go. Bane on the roam. Bane helping out a mid lane hero. Or you could just grab a Jakiro. Okay, Bane Jakiro in a defensive or tri-lane or offensive tri-lane situation, about equally as good. They don't really have any significant weaknesses in either one compared to the other. This is going to be pretty much as pushy as you can get with your supports. Of course, Chen or something like that would be maybe a little bit more, but this is a lot of poking damage, at least for Team Romania. Liquid Fire, the right clicks from Bane, occasional brain saps and whatnot. It's a lot of harassment to deal with if you're Team Turkey. Their safe lane, though, is Juggernaut, and he is probably the most resistant hero to that, to possibly have in your lane. So already they're kind of well set up for it, but their supports, which right now is going to be Vengeful Spirit, that is... It's not really the best hero to have when you're constantly getting poked like that. For forcing the fights, Vengeful Spirit Juggernaut is very good if they're just going to be, top laning Vengeful Spirit Juggernaut +1. And that most likely is going to be the setup here for Team Turkey. More importantly, however, it's probably just going to be a pick of Vengeful Spirits to make sure that Team Romania don't get it. Vengeful Spirit Jakiro Bane is super dangerous, first of all. Vengeful Spirit in the shell of the Jakiro Nature's Prophet, in that push environment, is so deadly. Plus, you have a Vengeful Spirit up against a Batrider. A Vengeful Spirit pick for Team Romania would have just crushed Team Turkey. It wouldn't have even been funny. As it stands right now, Team Romania, they have their own game plan kind of taken away here. They're going to gear up for the push. They have the Jakiro, they have the Nature's Prophet. Their ratting, their ability to straight take towers is substantial. What they lack, however, is answers to what Team Turkey have. Like, Team Romania are just kind of in their own draft world right now. They don't have any great answer to the Batrider. Ice Path is mediocre, to say the least. They have no way of canceling the lasso. Like, there's no swap. Slardar is okay. Most likely just picked up to combo up with this Bane. But again, it's not really a hero that you want to have to counter a Batrider necessarily. So Turkey do have a pretty clean setup of heroes, while at the same time having some pretty decent block picks. The Juggernaut and Vengeful Spirit, like, that would have been devastating to see as 3rd and 4th for Romania. Hey, but Turkey had their initiation, they had their burst power. Being able to lasso into a Sunstrike, pretty clean kills most of the time, assuming you could land it. The only thing they really have to be concerned about, Team Turkey, I think, is their lanes. Like, the late game for Turkey is almost completely on lockdown. Yeah, again, split push is going to be very annoying to deal with. Get travels on an Invoker or a Juggernaut, and usually you're going to be fine with that, though. As long as they don't get absolutely demolished by any sort of lane setup for Team Romania, Team Turkey should be fine. And they need one more support, most likely for their top lane. I don't see them dodging, although it is possible to see that. Witch Doctor would be fine for Turkey. Like, just having that cast stun makes things so painful for Slardar. Team Romania should be looking for another mid lane hero. Versus the Invoker, Death Prophet's still in. Is still kind of consistent with their game plan. OD also doesn't seem too terrible. It's not really the best hero to have in a pushing draft. But you have Jakiro already and Nature's Prophet. Like, you can already push without having your entire team want to push. And having that imprison up against the Juggernaut and the Batrider, that's pretty sweet. Plus, you should have a decent matchup versus the Invoker. So, there's that. I kind of want to see something like that for Team Romania. It's not banned out either. Making sure. What's it going to be for Team Turkey? Lina Vengeful Spirit is going to be banned out. That's a 1-2 punch combo. Deadly Roman combo as well. They can grab a Visage, and that will be very good. Like, usually when we see Visage, it's like with the team kind of angling for a Drow Ranger minigame.
10 seconds remaining.
And obviously that's not going to happen. There's no room for a Drow Ranger in this game. But yeah, Visage with Vengeful Spirit, old school, still works pretty darn well. If you really want to brawl, grab an Ogre Magi. Or Witch Doctor if you just want to be safe. I think those are pretty much the options, I think. Maybe they have a shortage of AoE. I mean, the Lina would have been really good with Vengeful Spirit in lane, but also clears Nature's Prophets creeps very easily. And it's going to be a Rubik. Team Turkey. Not really the high damage of the Visage, not really the bulkiness of the Ogre Magi. A lot of utility, though, and a lot of control. Leaning heavily on the Juggernaut to do enough damage with that spin. And Vengeful Spirit does some decent damage as well. You get a little bit more AoE from the Rubik. I think Lina would have been the selection for Team Turkey should it have not been banned out for Romania. But like, if you're looking for a support that has AoE and combos with Vengeful Spirit, I don't know, you got to go for like a like a lion or something. I don't know. That's not even that good. I don't know, Crystal Maiden. It all wouldn't have been that good. So I can get behind this Rubik pick. And then Alchemist for Team Romania. That's an interesting one. Mid lane selection versus Invoker. The lane should be fine. Of course, you do have to worry about Rubik and Vengeful Spirit sitting on you in lane. But hey, that might happen later. It might not. The Alchemist for Team Romania is going to give them quite a bit of minus armor. In situations where they win fights beforehand, they will be able to very easily claim towers. Mass Carry is going to grab the Jakiro, and Illusionist is on the Slardar. We've seen this before for Romania. Slardar has had games where he has been the most devastating force while played as a support. Played in this tournament by Team Romania, like played by Illusionist specifically. We've seen him grab like a 0-0-5 score, and he gets his blink. He got his Blink Dagger like by 13 minutes as a support Slardar. It was ridiculous. It was insane. But then at the same time, there were games where he did nothing, and he had a Blink Dagger at like 25 minutes, and then things got really, really awkward. Still, I guess the amplified damage and Alchemist, like, yeah, they will do some decent DPS with the minus armor and whatnot. It is inherently risky, though, this supporting Slardar. Massacre is going to have a little more liquid fire, so in theory, for Team Romania, the plan is, you know, get the tower gold, funnel that into the Slardar, have them get a couple kills, not die. Then he can maybe get a 20-minute Blink Dagger maximum. But again, it really does depend on how many opportunities Illusionist finds himself with. And looking at Team Turkey's draft, the Vengeful Spirit and a Rubik and a Juggernaut, the chances of him landing a crush and getting kills without getting significantly punished, not super high. So this Illusionist Slardar may have some difficulty. And you know, Slardar would have had that difficulty no matter what, so you know, switching him into a supporting role and kind of mitigating that risk does have some value. Jakiro should be fine in this game, unless he just gets absolutely crushed for whatever reason, which he shouldn't. But taking a look at all these other heroes, Van is going to be playing the supporting Bane. Got synergy on the Nature's Prophet, Keanu. Going mid lane as the Alchemist. Illusionist is playing that supporting Slardar. Mass Carry going top as the Jakiro. Team Turkey going to put RNT back on his Bat Rider. Let's see if he can, you know, get things together a little bit quicker this game. Necroman is playing the Invoker. We got Shock on the Vengeful Spirit up towards top, MDL and the Rubik, and that leaves Juggernaut played by Klazinki. Necroman Invoker, definitely a thing. We'll see how well he manages in this lane. Again, the Invoker versus Alchemist matchup should be fine for the Invoker. Doesn't really have to worry about all that much. Having a hero as... Sorry, guys. Having a player as capable as Necroman handling the Invoker makes this lane a lot more dangerous for Keanu. Dog's barking. Maybe I should just chill until... Sorry, guys. There's no way that I can stop her from barking. But, you know, if someone's outside, and that's just going to happen. Looks like Keanu will grab his first bounty rune, so extra gold there. Very fair and balanced. Thank you, Ice Frog, for that. Jeez, she's just not quitting. I think someone came home. So we're good to go. But everyone's going to load out into the lanes, and it seems like it is going to be an offensive lane here for Team Romania, supporting Slardar with Mass Carry getting the levels. Liquid Fire for the harassment does have quite a lot of upside here, but it only really becomes a good kill lane once a Raise Van arrives. And right now it seems like he may or may not need to help Keanu out in this lane. Necroman is going to be doing some serious work versus the Alchemist. Level 1 Alchemist is like the weakest hero in the game. He doesn't actually do anything. And Invoker with Exort doesn't really do a ton either, but hell, he'll do more than enough. They're going to look for Mass Carry immediately. MDL is going to lift him up. Klaziki with the spin. This is a Jakiro we're talking about, so he's very tanky, but Shock's going to close with the Magic Missile. And just a couple more right clicks. Mass Carry is going to try to get himself into the trees, but there's vision here, so he's going to hit with the missile, although Crush is going to land onto him. He's going to actually juke to the south. Sunstrike and the missile. Only one's going to land. There's a Magic Missile. They need a couple more right clicks. Salve is actually going to keep Mass Carry alive. Are you kidding me right now? Jakiro is tanky, guys. Like, Jakiro is the 3rd tankiest intelligence hero, I believe, behind Darkseer and Ogre Magi. Looks like he's going to take the expressway back to the base, giving Slaughter a little bit of extra farm. That is the threat level that we see here, however, from Team Turkey. If they had all of their CC lineup, if their Magic Missile came a little bit later or a little bit sooner, then they would have been able to get that kill. But, you know, Magic Missile came in right before the Sunstrike. And right after, it would have been enough to get this kill with the spin. So it wasn't perfect, but still for Team Turkey, they have so much damage there. And there was no Bane there, I guess, but Bane wouldn't have really done that much to help out. It's a dangerous situation here for Team Romania. They have to be very careful about how far the Jakiro gets out of position. Again, he is very tanky. He still has a Fairy Fire if needed. He'd eat that one and, you know, be mostly fine. But Illusionist and Raise Van, they're both level 2 in the meantime. Not too bad at all. The ability to set up on one of these heroes is now possible, although very difficult considering how many interference spells are going to be thrown in there. Magic Missile and the lift and whatnot. While this lane is happening, let's take a quick check-in on this bottom lane. Again, this lane should be much better for RNT than the last matchup versus the Queen of Pain, as Synergy can't really abuse the fact that he has a ton of stick charges. He'll get more treants, which is, I guess, kind of nice. He just never run out of mana. But for the most part, this should be an even lane at worst for both sides. Keanu should be outlasted by the Invoker. Can't kill the Invoker pretty much ever. That's pretty much to be expected. But at the same time, Keanu should be able to farm okay. Most likely, it's just going to be 2 lanes that are pretty much just a wash, bottom and mid. And then top lane is the X Factor. Currently, no one is really destroying this lane. I guess Jakiro not lasting the best, but neither is Klaziki, really. Liquid Fire is a pain in the ass to deal with. And as long as Mass Carry has backup, you should be fine. But this is, of course, a situation where, yeah, you have an offensive tri-lane. They're both getting CS. But the offensive tri-lane, whenever you're running this, you don't have pulls. Oh, Mass Carry can hit with the Magic Missile. Spin is going to be used after the lift up. Mass Carry has some backup here. Raise Van's going to try to Nightmare the Jakiro. That's not going to work. Klaziki's still going to get the damage through. We'll grab First Blood. Looking for Raise Van now. Needs like 3 crits in a row if he's going to get that one. But Jakiro's going to get a little bit too far out of position and will get dropped. Klaziki now has boots. There's boots on the Rubik as well, so the ability to start that fight with the lift up, just walk in, lift, now available here for Turkey. And again, this is pretty risky here for Team Romania to be running this tri-lane against Turkeys. Running a tri-lane like this up against the Juggernaut in and of itself is pretty risky, but man, it doesn't seem like it's actually going to end because MDL has an intercept path with Massacre lifting him up. Mango, spin. Massacre's going to try to turn around and race for MDL. There's a crush into 2. Massacre is going to eat his Fairy Fire, try to get this Rubik dead, but he's going to die first. They'll kill off the Rubik at the end of the day, but still costs them a lot. Illusionist, though, going to land another crush onto Shock. Doesn't have Bash, but has more than enough in terms of right-click damage. They'll grab a double kill for Slardar. I think that's worth it for Romania. I think that's worth it. It's a 2-for-1. They get a lot of gold off of it, obviously, like, look at this, but here we have a situation where Mass Carry, playing the quote-unquote core Jakiro, is kind of going to be demoted to, like, a support Jakiro. And that's not bad. We've definitely seen worse things. Illusionist getting those kills, getting those Tranquils, and suddenly this is, like, looking kind of like a core Slardar. Like, they have that flexibility, I guess, but obviously they would like Mass Carry to get his farm. That's where Mass Carry's the most comfortable. Synergy, oh, he's going to burn down the bottom lane. MDL's going to grab that kill with a right click, I think. But yeah, rotation for MDL. Boots first, Rubik. Level 4 now. Not a threat to be taken lightly. And RNT, yeah, he was pretty much tying up the lane with an Nature's Prophet. But now with that interference, a little bit worse. And speaking of a little bit worse, Keanu. Well, that was a very long-range Magic Missile. He's going to force TP out from Illusionist. But still, it's just going to be a kill. Oh, up towards the north. No, I thought that was Orange coming in. It was not. He's going to come into Necroman, but he doesn't have True Sight. They're going to catch a Sprout onto Shock, though. Stun from long range with the Medallion. Does a ton of damage. And Shock's going to get obliterated. Jeez, that was a lot of damage. Level 2 concoction, that's why. 1-for-1 kills so far. Synergy has level 3 in the Treants. And they have someone in their sights, Necroman, with no mana. Even if he uses sticks, right, will not give him enough. Crush now in range. They're going to catch him with the stun from long range as well. Necroman's now with the Sprout. He's going to cut his way out, but to the bottom. That's not the right way. To the north wouldn't have helped him either, honestly, but it's another big kill, and Illusionist grabs that one as well. This is exactly what I was talking about before. Like, there are situations where Illusionist just, like, as a support slaughter, does nothing. And there are situations like this where he's just getting all the kills and is, like, an absolute monster. And it's working out pretty well for Team Romania. Despite the fact that their Jakiro is not having a fantastic time, having Illusionist get this much farm may just be worth it in the end, especially if you get a kill onto RNT right now. Here comes the TP. They do see him. They know exactly where he is. And he has no Firefly. Now they know exactly where he is because they see him. And they're going to find him with the Sprout. A couple of right clicks here. Wrath of Nature from downtown. It's going to come in, buzz him down. Illusionist right last hit. No, he's going to give it to Synergy. What a good guy. This guy is a support at heart. But another kill here for Team Romania as they're just walking through all the lanes, killing off everyone. Of course, having a haste rune helps, on a slaughter especially. But he's level 4, pushing level 5. Nature's Prophet is going to go drums. Seems like despite the fact that Mass Carry has had a difficult start, they're still going to keep with this game plan of we're just going to play aggressively super early on. The Nature's Prophet is definitely itemizing for it. Same thing as the Alchemist. Going for a little bit of extra unstable concoction over the Grievel's Greed. Going for a first item Medallion over a Radiance Rush. MDL, oh, put to sleep. Here comes the potion, and it is going to sting. That's a lot of damage. Brain Sap to get the kill. Okay, well, Rubik now knows that there are Observer Wards here. Unfortunately for him, he found out in the worst way possible. But 6-3 Romania are not doing too terribly. That kill on the Batrider also super important. RNT having a pretty free lane to farm up. And, you know, Nature's Prophet was farming up as well, but Nature's Prophet doesn't do as well with the gold as a Batrider for the first 2,000 gold-ish. Illusionist, he's going to start sprinting in towards Shock. There's a Magic Missile. There should be a Lift and a Blade Fury. Illusionist is going to crush, but I don't think he's fast enough to escape because he's not. And again, it's Team Romania to try to start a fight up on this top lane. Not quite going to work out well enough for them. Kind of a bold play to begin with. Maybe Synergy comes in and it works out, but I don't really see that happening ever. Oh, and Invoker's going to solo kill the Alchemist. My bad for missing that one, guys, but Deafening Blast Meteor with level 4 Exort. No joke. An Alchemist, yeah, he's much like the Death Prophet last game. Like, very tanky if he has time. Very, very susceptible to being bursted down, and this is the burst combo for Invoker. That's what you want. So Team Romania, even though they're geared up for this aggressive early game play, having this little bit of a road bump here for Mass Carry, kind of throwing a wrench into things for Team Romania. At least their Slaughter is still doing very well for a support Slaughter, but he's not really close to a Blink Dagger, at least nowhere near as close as RNT. Farming up the side cam, farming up pretty much all the creeps in lane as well with the Firefly. Now, I don't know how many of these are Treants, Nature's Prophet Treants, but definitely a non-zero amount. In fact, there's one at least. Maybe his CS is a little bit inflated because of that, but still, it's a lot of gold for the Batrider. It doesn't seem like Team Romania have any plans of going down there and killing him off again. They're getting into another fight up towards top. Mass Carry again, this time with the Sunstrike added, which will miss, but such an easy kill on Jakiro. As tanky as Jakiro may be, there's just way too much damage here in this lane now. I feel like this is just a dead lane. They have to go for someone else. They have to go for Necroman, who's spotted. Sentry's down the deck, so Ghost Walk won't even work, and he won't even get a chance to invoke anything, let alone change his orbs. Invoker getting a little bit out of position there. Like, this corner has killed so many mid lane heroes. That's going to be a tower down. Alchemist going to keep shoving that one along with Illusionist and Synergy, who has arrived. No Treants summoned just yet. But someone from Turkey is going to have to deal with this. They're trying to race up towards top lane. I don't really think that's going to work. Mass Carry's arrived. Raise Van's still here. He's got the grip available. And the Nature's Prophet, though, is falling back. So it looks like Tier 2 tower just going to take some damage, but not really going to be fully pushed. Still, it's a pretty successful move in from Romania. This roaming Slaughter is really catching Turkey off guard. Has caught him off guard more times than I really expected. Now they're looking at RNT. If they land a grip, would have been a kill. Not going to happen. It would have been the perfect time to get that as well. Just short of that Blink Dagger. Now RNT could just go back to the base. have someone else buy his smoke for him and then grab his blink dagger. Oh, smoke. I don't think that was supposed to land on RNT, but it was on Shock and Necroman. These two heroes can definitely get the kills by themselves. No Batrider needed. Magic Missile Sunstrike with Alacrity. Yeah, that'll get some kills. Now the Batrider does have his blink, so killing him off, not super important any longer. They're going to run into a poor Bane. Was getting caught part of your plan? Magic Missile, Forge Spirits, right clicks, Alacrity. Brain Sap's going to help, but not help enough. Oh, Nightmare Deny. No, he has too much HP. He's going to die. Invoker down up towards top lane. In the meantime, Mass Carry going to charge away from Klazinki. Omni Slash is not going to be casted just yet. He's taking a lot of damage. Man, with that minus armor, that is no joke. MDL is going to TP out, as will Klazinki. No one's going to die in this top lane. But the Bane still dies in the bottom lane. Keanu's playing this game very actively. Are we going to see a Shadow Blade on this Alchemist? Go for that old school Alchemist build? I mean, if you're not power farming, you're clearly going aggressive. It could just be a straight Solar Crest, and that's not too terrible either. But it does seem like they have enough power at this top lane to just go for a straight up push, and there will be no response. Oh, no response defensively, but offensively, Team Turkey are going to grab Roche, or at least try to. With the Forge Spirits tank, they don't have a ton of minus armor here. They have a wave, but top lane gonna just get destroyed. I don't think Team Romania actually can get here fast enough to do anything about this, though. Sorry, guys. Didn't miss anything. I will see top lane where Batrider is gonna reveal his Blink Dagger. RNT might just get jumped here, actually. Acid Spray damage comes in pretty quickly, and if you're not on the ball, you may just get your Blink Dagger canceled as the Batrider. And the Aegis is still going to be claimed. Necroman has that double life. The rest of the Team Turkey heroes in the meantime. Time to go bottom lane. Time to make a jump in. Razevan and Keanu are looking to go into Necroman. Blink Dagger instead of Shadow Blade. Necroman, he might lose his first life before his backup comes in, and looks like he will. Mass Carry's going to land Ice Path onto MDL. Macropire is there. Keanu is taking quite a bit with his ultimate active, but it's not quite enough. He'll get burned down in the meantime. Necroman, though, going to get gripped as the backup comes in for Team Romania. They're going to kill off the Invoker again. Now trap Klazinki in the Sprout. He has a teleport out, but I don't think that's really going to work. There's one too many heroes here. MDL's going to snag one more kill, but Synergy and Illusionist will clean up the rest of them. And it will be a 4-for-3 exchange as Team Romania bring in all the cavalry. And that's a 12, let's say 13-minute Blink Dagger on Slaughter. For a support Slaughter, that is an absolutely insane timing. For a offlane Slaughter, that's an absolutely insane timing. And for Team Turkey, RNT is just be chilling over in the mid lane while that's happening. They lost the Invoker twice. They did kill off the tower, I believe. I don't know, actually. I think it was destroyed by Team Turkey. So they got the tower down. But losing the Invoker's first life and then everyone came in for Team Turkey means that the Invoker really didn't have that much uptime in that fight. He died. When he was dead, everyone else was dying. Then he respawned and immediately got gripped. So Invoker didn't actually do all that much because of the timing at which Turkey arrived for that fight. Team Romania, whether coincidentally or on purpose, taking that fight with perfect time. Of course, Razevan's positioning in the trees. Keanu's ability to initiate with a Blink Dagger over Shadow Blade. Onto that Invoker for the first life. Absolutely huge. And the positioning behind these trees also was pretty nice. Jakiro arrival into that same area, not too bad. Mass Carry next time will have that mechanism, so we'll be able to fly in and heal everyone. But this is something that they have to really be careful of. RNT is going to jump in, grab Razevan, who does not have a Force Staff or anything, and he's actually going to lose grip to Rubik. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that was not supposed to be casted there. I think he thought he stole Brain Sap, so he's like, oh, let's just use that. Because, you know, odds are you steal Brain Sap. That's how the game works. But stealing Grip, now he's not going to have it at all, so he might have to give that one up. Synergy going to pop a couple Treants. MDL and Shock actually not going to be able to help out Klazinki up towards top. Illusionist, Massacre can't do this by themselves. They really don't have enough damage. Alchemist going to pick off the Rubik in the meantime. Did jump in. Huge Wrath of Nature coming in, though. Klazinki, he's still alive because of the Healing Ward, but here comes the backup. Blink Crush. And, of course, Keanu's going to join the fray as well. RNT's going to chase down Amped Up and dropped. Slaughter, he's still going to burn to it, which kind of sucks for the fish, but man, Illusionist has been doing so much overtime work that dying there, that's completely acceptable. That was like a last bounce Wrath of Nature. That did so much more damage than I was expecting. Keanu's making a pretty big splash with this Alchemist. And of course, he has to. He's going for the Battling Alchemist as opposed to the sit back and power farm Alchemist. Necroman over in mid. He's going to get gripped. And he's going to get stunned, and he's going to get beaten down. Cindy's going to steal the kill. Well done, Nature's Prophet. You sure as hell earned that one. This is going to let the tower up towards top lane survive, but getting the Invoker kill over the tier 2 tower, so much better for Team Romania. Slaughter is going to be returning to the fray. Shock looking for Massacre right now. TB coming in from the Juggernaut. Massacre is going to run to the south. I think this... Oh, he actually only has brown boots, although he may get close enough to his allies. Shock and MDL have got to fall back right now. Ice Path is going to be there. He's going to walk right into it. Shock. Blink in from Keanu. Blink in from Illusionist. Going to stun up MDL. Shock's still alive, but it's not going to be the case for much longer as MDL is going to start shaking up a potion. We'll throw it to his Massacre. Won't do anything. Razan does not have a grip, but he does have a Nightmare. RNT is here as well, but really he doesn't want to be. He has to leave soon. They're going to try to juke into the trees. Klizinki's still spotted because of Amplified damage. Hit with an Ice Path. And everything else. Huge Wrath of Nature again! Oh my god, that did literally half of Juggernaut's health pool. Did you guys see that? That was ridiculous. And Turkey are just falling apart, man. Illusionist, he's looking to go back in. Well, I don't think he saw RNT, or he didn't really want to risk jumping into a potential Invoker and Batrider. Would have done Batrider's initiation job for him. But Team Romania are just getting a huge surge of momentum here. Massacre grabs his mechanism again. Orchid now on Nature's Prophet. An Orchid on Nature's Prophet with the drums. This is as badly as you could possibly get here. And of course, I think the MVP of this game, Illusionist, he's got nothing but a Blink Dagger. No problem whatsoever, guys. As long as he can land those crushes, and he has been, he's going to be A-okay, and he might land another one here onto RNT. Ooh, does blink away before the crush can land. He's going to keep himself alive for right now, so obviously there's wards up here. Although I'm not sure if RNT is going to have much of a chance to de-ward that. Because Team Romania are not really letting up on this pressure, as they really shouldn't. RNT still diving in. Back up. Nature's Prophet not available for another couple seconds. Not really sure where Razvan's going. He's going to get immediately lassoed, but there's no Firefly here, so no damage. Magic Missile stuns. Oh, not going to happen because Illusionist is going around with a 2-man crush. They're going to burst down the Rubik first, and now Shock's amped up, and he'll take a quick fall. No, he's actually going to swap Illusionist out, who went for RNT, and try to make a break for it. Still not going to work out. RNT will survive, I guess. They lose the 2 supports only. But still, Romania are just feasting on Team Turkey. Kill after kill after kill. And with everyone assembled back on this top lane, seems like they might consider going for mid tier 2 instead of high ground. Probably would be more responsible to do that. Get the extra couple of items up. But Team Turkey, blink in, crush on RNT. He just wants to lay down some fire, but instead there's going to be ice and fire for him. Sitting in the Macro Pyre, he will not die to this. Klizinki's in the middle of everything with the Blade Fury, but they will pick off the Batrider in the end to the damage over time. Now Klizinki dropping super low, stun onto 2, Ice Path, and then another 2-man stun from Illusionist. Oh man, Turkey just have no response to this. They're just getting absolutely massacred by this blink initiation from the Slaughter and Alchemist. And I don't know if there's been a single initiation from the Batrider. Even if there was, like, there's so many Blink Daggers on Team Romania's side, so many responses at this point that it's just not going to be enough. Even if you do grab someone, you need a Force Staff at least as Batrider, but because you just had to buy back, no Force Staff is in sight. This is getting really bad really quickly, guys. 23-12 is already looking pretty bad, but Team Romania have the heroes that can capitalize off of this very well. Like, Nature's Prophet will kick into the Rat Gear if he needs to. He's going to get chased down by RNT first of all, however. Hastery on Batrider, and Synergy's going to silence and TP out. Oh, that's a clean escape for him. Easy peasy. He's going to get that Aghanim Scepter, which means it's even worse for Team Turkey, defending all their lanes instead of just one. Keanu has 2,400 Gs with AC, most of it completed. In fact, I'm not completed just yet. He needs a little bit more. But most of the way there. So he's got all the armor in the world, plus all the minus armor in the world. And still, the MVP gets Illusionist. I'm going to keep saying it. 8, 2, and 8 on the roaming support Slaughter. Blink Dagger, nothing else, but again, who cares, man? Who cares? It's all working out well for Illusionist. Turkey needs to find some sort of way to separate Team Romania. Use an Omni Slash to get a kill. Use a Lasso to maybe not even get a kill with that, but just like, I mean, you can still get the kills with the Sunstrike Lasso combo. That's pretty good. But at least isolate someone. Have the Batrider take someone out of the fight for a couple seconds. If you can kill him, great. If not, it's not really the biggest deal in the world. You need to do something with this bat. And have, a chance for Invoker to maybe set up for a Deafening Blast Meteor. Turkey still have enough damage to get these kills, just they're being out-initiated. They really don't have a chance to get these spells out. Because by the time their fight starts on their end, they already have like 2 heroes dead on their side. In Romania, they're not going to stop. They're just not going to stop ever. Going up high ground is pretty difficult for Team Romania. Although with the Assault Cuirass now up, maybe Force Staff is worth waiting for an Illusionist. Guardian Greaves. They have so many headdresses. What the hell is going on here? Headdress only builds into 2 items? Oh, it builds into 3. Vlad's, I forgot that, yeah. So we got Vlad's on Massacre. Got a pipe coming out on Razevan. Headdresses for everybody. Yay. Then the high ground is going to be a lot easier. You know, the more auras you have, the easier it gets, pretty much. Keeps those creeps alive for longer. If they get a pick off beforehand, then the door is wide open. I don't really know if that's going to happen anytime soon. Alright. And now it's time for Rosh. They have minus armor. No Solar Crest yet on Keanu. Do you even get Solar Crest here? You probably do because it's so cost effective. But, I mean, kind of seems like it's an overpriced way of getting a little bit of evasion. Roshan still taking an absolute beating, sitting in the acid. RNT, he has to be careful not to get too close, or else his Blink Dagger's going to get cancelled. Still looking for that angle. Can't quite find it. Roshan down to half HP. Team Romania don't expend a single thing to get him down there. Now they're all in position and they see the Juggernaut. Keanu, ooh, he could actually get an opening on here. Quincy, who just wants his catapult. That's going to be on his undoing because he doesn't have a spin. He's going to drop down half HP before anything and just gets obliterated. Greed, man. Sometimes you're like, you know, I'm probably going to die if I stay here, but I'm going to stay here anyway and try to get this gold. And then you just immediately die. And that's just one of those times. And now with no Juggernaut, Team Turkey just cannot fight this. So RNT is going to jump in, try to get Keanu, but hits with an Ice Path. Keanu still on the low ground is going to be just fine to stick with his allies. And that is good enough. RNT's initiation down the tube. Necroman's going to get hit with a Sprout. Illusion's going to jump in. 2-man stun again. MDL gets swapped out, but I'm not really sure if that's going to save him. He's going to get a little bit of extra regeneration because he's stolen the Alchemist ultimate, but he's still going to fall. And Alchemist in the meantime, chasing after Shock. He's going to try to run around the trees. Jukes all day for Shock, but blink in. Illusionist has had enough of this. Another crush and another kill for Keanu. 27-12, and GG is called by Necroman. GG, well played, good luck. We are done with the entire tournament except for grand finals, guys. That's where Team Romania are going to go after quite the display here in game 2. Game 1 was a little bit sketchier. That was a real game. This one was a massacre. Supporting roaming Slardar on Illusionist. Not everyone can make it work, but Illusionist did. Even with Jakiro having such a bad start, dying like 3 times in a row, not a big deal. Keanu also overperforming. Like that, those Alchemist initiations were on point. Nature's Prophet kind of stole a couple of kills there, which inflated his score, but man, everyone on Romania firing it off on all cylinders. For Team Turkey, I don't know. I feel like the Batrider display was a little bit underwhelming. Maybe RNT has to brush up a little bit on that, but yeah, overall, just not able to combat that slaughter. Their positioning, it was like always a 2-man stun with everything that was thrown out for Team Romania. I feel like that bottom lane fight behind the Tier 1 tower, when the Invoker had the Aegis, and then the rest of Team Turkey weren't able to filter in and come in time, and they came in when the Invoker was dead for that 5 seconds, when he's respawning. That was really the point where Turkey were just like completely out of it. It was still possible for them to come back, obviously, but it is very, very unlikely. But we are done, guys. 22 minutes in for Game 2, and the National Cup's going to the Grand Final. It's going to be Team Romania going up against Team Russia. At a future date, I am not sure when. In fact, I'm not sure if anyone knows when, but I hope you guys have enjoyed this game. If you have, well, be sure to stick around and keep an eye on when the grand finals are going to be coming down. I'm Mikelorus. If you enjoy the casting, follow me on Twitter at Mikelorus, Facebook Mikelorus Gaming, and I will be back for the grand finals sometime, hopefully soon. See you later, guys. GG.